Yes, driving a Subaru, and it is not a WRX or an STI. It's BRZ. I should be saying BRZ, representing my Canadianness. Either way, it's a really good car. I drove a stock FRS probably about a year ago now. Really good car, awesome car, but 150 foot-pounds. No, that does not fly in Markus's world. Maybe if it's like a Honda Beat and it's like, it needs like something else. If you have that little torque and that little power, you need something else about the car to make up for that. And the Honda Beat had that. The FRS is a great sports car, but doesn't have anything special to make up for that, other than the awesome handling. So, this one does have a turbo kit on it. It is I think a 4G from a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, so super small turbo. Spools up nice and quick. This has not been dynoed at the moment, but the maker of the turbo kit claims about 280 at the wheels. Yes, my seating position is not optimum once again in this video, unfortunately not. This awesome fixed back Recaro seat is bolted in place. This has been modified. It's got lowering springs, obviously a turbo kit. It's got a muffler delete. It's got aftermarket taillights that look really awesome, especially when you turn. The turn signals are pretty dope. And it's got aftermarket wheels as well. Pretty good stance. It has rubbed like a couple times in the back, nothing too crazy. The owner's still kind of sorting it out a little bit in that regard. But in terms of, you know, your basic stuff, it's got your basic bolt-ons, it's got headers, it's got, you know, the muffler delete, like I said, it's got lowering springs, so it's better than stock. I was joking with the owner earlier. I'm like, that should probably just be the title of the video. A quarter throttle, and that's already like way faster than a stock BRZ, so the turbo adds a lot, bringing it up. I mean, essentially 100 horsepower, just over 100 horsepower, more than factory, which is just awesome. You get a really good turbo spool, air spool boost, revs to 7,500 RPM like it normally does. And yeah, this is on an aftermarket ECU as well. It was just a plug and play, so the owner wasn't too much of a headache to just kind of throw in the turbo kit. He did it himself with a friend over a weekend, and then there you have it. You have a great, I mean, honestly, what the BRZ should be. 280 at the wheels. I mean, you could even do with like 240 or 250 at the wheels, but 280 at the wheels in a 2,700-pound sports car, front engine, rear wheel drive is just, that's the dream. And that is why I turned traction control off, because I don't know, BRZ is just, you can just jump into it and just drive hard just immediately every time you get into it, right? The FRS out of the box, or the BRZ, right, it feels like a tuner car, and this is what it should be. Turbo flutter, it doesn't seem out of place is what I'm trying to say on this car. The turbo feels like it should be there. It feels like it should have been there from the factory. Shifting feel is great, stock shifter and everything. Really easy to rev match and heel toe. The drive-by-wire is pretty good. It's better than some cars I've driven, but nice and sideways there. Really good sounding car. It does have equal length headers, so the signature Subaru rumble is in fact gone, unfortunately. But at the same time, it sounds like a Turbo 4. What's to complain about? And the revs just keep building. I mean, unlike the stock car, when you have the real just lack of torque in the mid-range, like 4,000 to 5,000, the turbo basically just deletes that, and then you actually just get the NA-ness of the engine to carry you right to redline, right? Just the natural characteristics of this engine to carry you right to redline. Gearing's pretty good. Honestly, it could even be a little bit shorter if you want to do like autocross or something. I could definitely see gearing being a little bit shorter to be a benefit, but. Really good acceleration, really fantastic. Feels like about 270, 280 at the wheels. Like, what more do you need? It's awesome, I love it. That was a big pop, oh my god, that was definitely fire out the back. Sounds awesome. It's actually pretty loud. I mean, just for a muffler delete, oh my god. And this platform's been around for a very long time at this point, so plenty of aftermarket parts. You can basically do whatever the heck you want with this car and have success whichever route you decide to go down, whether it be show car build or a like an autocross build, or heck, even drag racing. I'm sure you could do something cool with this. Although at that point, if you were going for like big power, I would probably stick a different engine in it, if I'm completely honest, or at least go for like an STI engine or something like that. Because this currently is running about 10 PSI, and that's making 280 at the wheels, which is actually very impressive with the turbo this size. But if you really wanted to, you know, kick it up a notch above like 300 at the wheels, I could definitely see you wanting a bigger turbo, or just to swap in like an STI engine or something like that. It's very hard for me to get behind a stock FRS or a stock BRZ for the money. It's really hard for me because I just look at on Craigslist and I'm like, you can get an R34 Skyline GTT for the same price as you can get a like 2013 FRS. And here are the differences. FRS has 150 foot-pounds of torque, 200 horsepower. The Skyline has about 250 or 260 horsepower, over 200 foot-pounds of torque. In my opinion, sounds better and just has more road presence. Less reliable though, probably. But that's where my mind goes. So for me, getting in a stock FRS a while ago was like, okay, it's a good car, but what else can you get for the money? Now, with this car, you can get a stock one, plus you put in a few $1,000s, and now you have something that, you know, for the price you paid, is competitive, and it's definitely worth it. Like, this is, this pretty much just accentuates all the great handling characteristics and dynamics of this car, and just brings them all to the forefront of your attention, even more so than stock, which very much welcome. Sideways there. My God, is this a fun car though? This is great. 6,000, 7,000. The turbo definitely starts to lose a little bit of efficiency when you're past 6,000 RPM. And for the last 1,000 RPMs of the rev band, it definitely flattens out a little bit. I mean, you can feel that, and you can even hear the turbos like really screaming. But the good thing is you have so many RPMs to play with. The stock BRZ, you'd have to rev out every single time. You just kind of use the torque now between 3,000 and 6,000 RPM. You've still got a bunch of RPMs to play with, and it's a really good time. I mean, what else is there to say? Shifter's awesome. Like I said, I mean, the steering could be a little bit better. It's good. It's really on point, but feel like it's not quite there. Fun car. Little bit of rubbing. Lots of fun. Oh man, this thing is great fun. If you guys want to know what equipment we use in our videos, there's a bunch of links in the description if you want to go check it out. I don't know if you guys make car videos or any types of videos, really. There's a bunch of equipment. We've got no secrets. If you want to know how we shoot our videos, stuff is down there in the description if you want to check it out. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram for all that good stuff. Normally, what I post on Instagram is just like cell phone shots and stuff. But I'm gonna try to put more like high quality stuff up there. As well, go follow us on Facebook where you can see clips of our videos before they come out and stuff like that. Subscribe, tell your friends. Hit up our website, roadsuntraveled.com. We've got a little bit of merch up there and stuff as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks, Jonathan, for letting me drive your car. This has been awesome. I mean, what does this car need, really? Some would say it needs a rocket bunny kit and a big wing. I definitely disagree. It handles great. It drives awesome. This is what the BRZ should be. It feels almost factory, to be completely honest. Just the power delivery and everything, really awesome. So thanks again, you guys, for watching. See you next time.